Now joining me on the line is famed and noted former fighter, now current noted trainer, Dewey Cooper, who's been working with Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia as he prepares for his March 8th fight with Anthony Joshua. Dewey, how's everything going today?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you very much for asking. So, how's everything going in Saudi Arabia? Second time around with the former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who prepares for the big fight with Anthony Joshua March 8th.
Things are going terrific. Like you said, this is our second time being here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The first time was last October when Francis shocked the world against Tyson Fury. And this is going to be the same case coming up March 8th. Camp is going well. We've been here for 5.5 weeks already. We have 2 weeks and 2 days left before the showdown, and it's going to go down. Team Ngannou, we're ready.
How much smoother has it been, being that you've already had one quote boxing camp under your belt? You know, this is now the second one, probably a little less teaching and a little bit more training. Would that be fair to ask?
Well, I've been training Francis for a long time. I mean, since late 2016, early 2017. So we've worked together for many years. We just didn't box every day. Since in mixed martial arts, I'm his striking coach. We've always boxed like twice a week since 2017. So um, we're just game planning and doing the things that we feel will make him successful in the fight against Anthony Joshua. We always train hard. We're always trying to improve ourselves. This is no different. Training camp has been fine. He has great sparring. He has great sparring. He has his team here around him, and things are going as planned. And we only got like a week and a half of training left, and then it's fight week. So it's almost that time.
How much is it? What's the difference between training a fighter, especially striking, stand up for an MMA fight, as compared to a professional boxing match, especially against first a sitting world champion and also now a former two-time world champion? I mean, are there little nuances, footwork that maybe slightly different preparing for a boxing match rather than a fight inside the cage?
Yeah, it's completely different because you have to worry about anyone kicking your legs or shooting in, trying to take you down. So you can be on the lead foot a little more. Um, yeah, you can really finish your punches because you're not worried about a guy level changing and going for a takedown. So the differences are your defense have to be really sharp because boxers are very reflexive and very refined at what they do. And with the bigger gloves on, guys really finish their punches and punch hard as they can. So we just got to stay sharp. He knows how to box. He showed that against Tyson Fury on October 28th, 2023. He'll show you guys a more evolved, a more improved boxer on March 8th coming up in the next few weeks.
I know the answer to this question, but were you a little bit surprised on how well he performed against Tyson Fury?
Absolutely not. Don't even go there, man. Watch the interviews. We told you guys. We told you guys. He told you guys. Nobody wanted to listen. The so-called experts and boxing champions said no shot. No one thought we had a chance. We told you the whole time. We weren't surprised. We even predicted he was going to knock him down at least once. Everything that happened on October 23rd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, we knew it would happen because we know how talented Francis is as a fighter. May not be a boxer, but he's a fighter. And he's also a martial arts world champion. And he's also a mixed martial arts world champion. So you can't discredit any world champion, whether they're in MMA or boxing, because world champions are special. And Francis showed that last October. He's going to show it again on March 8th.
Why? I mean, obviously, I know you've worked with a million professional boxers, former fighter yourself. You work with a million mixed martial art fighters. Why has he been the kind of the one guy who is not your expectations, but has outperformed, say, the quote pundits' expectations when he stepped into the squared circle?
Because every now and again, someone comes out and breaks the mold. You know, it was Babe Ruth, it was Michael Jordan, it was Sugar Ray Robinson, it was Jesse Owens. You know, we got these special people. It was Muhammad Ali. We have these special people that come along every now and then, and they're just the one. We truly feel Francis is that new guy. He's that new one. MMA is a different sport, and most MMA guys going into boxing are going to get beat by the champions. But we said most. Most isn't 100 percentile thing, and Francis has proven that. He's special, guys. The way he grew up, the lifestyle he has, his genetics, his DNA makes him strong and powerful, and his mentality, the overcoming, the resilience. These things are hard to measure, but these are all the intangibles that can make the impossible possible. When it comes to Francis Ngannou, I've been saying this a million times. The impossible simply means I'm possible when it comes to Francis.
Tyson Fury presented you guys with height, maybe the pure boxing ability. What problems does Anthony Joshua present for you guys on March 8th?
Well, hopefully none.
But like,
but of course, I'm joking. He's the total opposite story. He's the total opposite story of Tyson Fury. Fury's a highly dimensional guy, does a lot of different things. Anthony Joshua is a conventional, strong. A lot of these so-called old school expert trainers will tell you basics win fights. Get behind that jab, throw a straight right hand, occasionally put an uppercut or a left hook on it. And that's what Anthony Joshua does. He's conventional, he's sturdy, he's defensively sound, great positioning, great footwork, great timing, great reflex. So he's definitely a threat. I'm not going to sit here and say this isn't a dangerous fight, because it's definitely dangerous, because he has one thing that I didn't feel Tyson had. He has that knockout punching power also. Tyson Fury breaks you down with a magnitude of punches, pace, and just mentally exhausting you. Joshua can stop you with one shot. So we expect good sharp bases on Joshua. We expect a great ass fight, and we'll see who's the strongest and who can go the longest. That's going to be the key to victory.
You feel Joshua's a little bit more tailor-made. He may be there a little bit more, especially coming off his last impressive outing against Otto Wallin. Maybe I think a lot of boxing people thought that maybe he lost a little bit of confidence after the first Ruiz fight, kind of turned into more of a boxer mover. Last fight, maybe gained his confidence back with the knockout stoppage win over Wallin. You feel if he fights that way, kind of sits more in the pocket, just a little bit more tailor-made for what you guys want to do on March 8th?
Theoretically, yes. Theoretically, yes, because when you sit in that pocket, you can be touched also. But either way, man, we fought the most complex guy at heavyweight besides Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury is swaggy. He's long. He can move his feet. He has great head movement. He's a good counterpuncher. We've seen a high IQ heavyweight in Tyson Fury. So if Joshua, which I think he will, come front-footed and really want to place his feet and land power shots, he will be there to be hit also. And I can tell you right now, I'm tremendously confident that if a guy is there to be hit, he won't be successful against Francis Ngannou. But if he gets on the back foot and move and all of that, stick and move, look for his counters, we're ready for that also. He just fought Tyson Fury, for crying out loud. This is Francis' second fight. He's a much better boxer. He's more mature. He's more evolved after one pro boxing fight than what he was before that first pro boxing fight. So wherever Joshua does, Francis will figure it out and have an answer to him.
I'm going to switch gears for a second. I usually ask predictions, but I think I know what your prediction will be for March 8th. I want to switch gears for a minute. Under your nameplate, you have a Team Combat League president. It's a venture that you're now involved with. Talk about the Team Combat League. I know it's a team-style tournament-like event that's going to stretch out over weeks and months, and you're the president. Just give me a little skinny on the Team Combat League.
Yes, my pleasure. Thought you'd never ask. Guys, if you want the most exciting boxing format known to mankind, it will be Team Combat League. Imagine this, your city versus my city in a 24-round boxing fight. Every round, a different matchup. You bring your best heavyweight in New York, I'll bring my best heavyweight in Las Vegas, and they'll fight around. Then the light heavyweights, then the middleweights, then the welterweights, then the women also fight on the show. We are a team, a professional boxing team sport, 24-round fights. Each round is a new matchup. So each fighter only has 3 minutes to impose their will and show their skill against their opponent. Every round is scored like normal boxing, and the team after 24 rounds who has the most points win. We're on Box Rec. We have our own area, our own section on Box Rec, Team Combat League. We've already had one season last year. Season 1 was an incredible season. It was very successful. And as of now, the best fighters in the whole United States are from New York City because the New York City Attitude won the first ever TCL World Championships, the Mega Brawl. So season 2, we've opened more teams all across the country. If don't take my word for it, go to Team Comeback League YouTube channel and click on any fight, and we have several fights to choose from. You choose any fight, and you're going to be excited. Our format entices great fights. It's impossible to have a bad fight when you got two really good boxers only having one round to fight. We all love the championship rounds in boxing. That 11th and 12th round, we get up and we cheer and we get excited before each round. Every round in Team Combat League are championship rounds. 24 championship rounds per matchup. You can't beat it. Check us out, Team Combat League YouTube channel or teamcombatleague.com. And I don't have to sell it anymore because once you see it, you're going to love it. Season 2 starting March 28th. I'm the best. I'm the most blessed man in the world. Francis Ngannou fights March 8th. Team Combat League season starts March 28th. Woo! It can't get no better.
Now you mentioned that you said the best fighters in the world. So is each team, like, is the New York team made up of fighters from New York, or they're from different parts of the country, kind of like the regular sports?
Well, we're just like the NFL or the NBA.
Yeah.
Each team has some local talent, but it's just like the draft. You know, you may have went to college in USC, but you play for the New York Giants. So as a mix, each team has some local talent and then has some international talent and other talent from around the nation. And we got great coaches also. Coach Manny Robles, he's the guy who took Andy Ruiz to defeat Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, the first Anthony Joshua loss. He's the coach for the LA Elite team. We have Sam Arnold and Mustafa coaching the Atlanta team. They're a really good team. So many great coaches, man. It's going to be a crazy season. Jeff Mayweather and David Hayes are the coaches for the Las Vegas Hustle, and DC Destroyers have Barry Hunter, and you know it's just going to be a great season, guys. Don't take my word for it. Tune in, Team Combat League. You'll see.
I know there's a team in my hometown of Philadelphia, so I'll be
Oh
definitely.
yes. Oh, and by the way, Philadelphia has one of the coolest names. They're called the Philadelphia Smoke. And they got the personality. Their coach, he's a real aggressive guy. He told me already, Dewey, we're knocking everybody out. Philadelphia Smoke's taking everyone's head off. And if you go to their webpage on Instagram and see their videos, they look really strong and they're really a scary looking team. We'll see what happens. But right now, New York, the New York City Attitude, the reigning supreme, we'll see. We also have the Boston Butchers. They have a team in Boston. You know, the whole East Coast area, New York, Philly, Boston, those guys are lifers in boxing. So I expect some great matchups on that East Coast circuit for sure.
So we have big month of March for Dewey Cooper. We got March 8th, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, live on pay-per-view. Anthony Joshua
Yes,
taking
sir.
on Francis Ngannou. Then a couple weeks later, the Team Combat League, which is a high-paced, fast-action type of event that's going to stretch over many weeks and
Yes,
months
sir.
to crown a champion your second season. What do you want to say to the fans in closing?
I just want to say, first of all, I'm blessed. Hopefully, all you guys are living your dreams and putting out an honest days to work every day to achieve your dreams. And as far as the Francis Ngannou Anthony Joshua fight, please tune in because you're seeing history right now being made. This only happens once in a lifetime. The things Francis Ngannou is doing, having his first pro boxing fight against the lineal undefeated champion, having his second pro boxing fight against two of the three top world champions of this era are unprecedented. Can he take it to the top and become unified this year in 2024? We think so. We'll find out against Anthony Joshua on March 8th. And Team Combat League, subscribe. Subscriptions only $7.99 on Team Combat League TV. Check us out, man. You will not be unhappy that you did. It's the most exciting thing that has happened in the sport of boxing in many years to come. You can't get a boring round. You can't get a boring fight. And we got women and men fighting on the same team. And the women are fighting 3-minute rounds also. You can't beat what we got going on with Team Combat League. We appreciate all the love and support. And I appreciate you, sir, for having me. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And I just wish I could get you a little bit more excited, show some of your personality to come out a little bit.
And thing is, you're not gonna believe I've trained for like 3 straight hours. I've been working out myself before this interview. I'm exhausted, but when I talk about the Francis Ngannou fight and Anthony Joshua, you can't help but be excited. And we talk about a company that we're in our 2nd year of inception. Things are looking great and exciting, and we're growing. I cannot not be excited about it. I'm excited about everything going on right now. I'm blessed, and I hope you guys all feel the same way, happy and blessed as well.
Thank you, Dewey. We'll talk to you along the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.